Well, the nation wants to know the government's initiatives on technology and strategy on emerging technologies. Well, yes, we will be joined by very much an entrepreneur, a technocrat, the one, ladies and gentlemen, you know what? He has served as the youngest president of FICCI. Well, our honorable chief guest has repeatedly shown that he is unafraid to speak his mind even when it comes to his take on the government and the policy issues. Well, a strong votary of good governance through institutional reforms, he's been extremely vocal and very articulate, I must say, on issues of reforms, governance, and economy inside and outside Parliament. It's an honor to welcome on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, connecting with us live. Let all of us come together and welcome on the screen Dr. Rajendra Kumar, the Additional Secretary, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India. With a
Good
louder round
afternoon
of
to
cheer.
everyone. Uh, I think since the topic is on the government initiatives on technology and the strategy on emerging technologies, so let me talk about what the government is doing in this area and how the government initiatives in this domain are impacting the overall development, governance, and the participation with the industry. So as you all may be aware, the program that the government launched in 2015 under the overall umbrella of the program, Digital India program, is one of the world's largest initiatives in technology-focused development. And the goal is to ensure that technology can be used for transforming various domains of governance, economy, and also the private industry. So there have been numerous achievements under the Digital program over the last several years. And today we are seeing the impact of these initiatives in various domains, particularly in areas like citizen-centric delivery of government services. Also in the domain of electronics manufacturing, where now India is the world's second largest mobile devices manufacturer. We also have seen the impact of these initiatives during the pandemic when because of the lockdowns, the schools and other education entities were closed, and these services were delivered using online platforms, and that provided a huge boost to the entire program focused on using technology in various domains of governance and economy. One of the key pillars of the entire Digital India framework has been to use the emerging technologies to their fullest potential. So let me mention about a few specific initiatives in this regard, which METI has been spearheading for the last several years. In 2019, METI unveiled the $1 trillion digital economy vision, which consisted of several major initiatives in various domains. One of the key areas where this entire action plan or roadmap for achieving the vision of $1 trillion digital economy by 2025-26 is focused upon is in the domain of emerging technologies. We believe that advancement in these emerging technologies, that's artificial intelligence, blockchain, then additive manufacturing, IoT, 5G, robotics, etc. They hold great potential for the development of our economy, our transforming our governance, and also for catapulting India to the global leadership position in technology domain. So for the next 4 to 5 years, our goal is to achieve the vision of $1 trillion digital economy with a major focus on the emerging technologies sector. In this direction, the government already has formulated the national strategy on artificial intelligence. This was issued in 2018-19, and currently a host of activities are going on to achieve the overall vision to advance artificial intelligence technologies for ensuring that they can be deployed in various domains. We have launched a national AI portal, which is the single biggest portal in India for all the activities that focus on advancing the domain of AI. We are working with our industry partners to really ensure that all the latest information, the latest research, and all the activities by various government departments, both at the central and state level, they are really brought together onto this platform. And the researchers, academicians, industry, government departments, etc., can collaborate meaningfully to really advance the technologies focused on AI. We also have launched a national strategy on blockchain, which was issued last year by METI, with the key goal of advancing the adoption of blockchain in various domains in government. We are developing a national blockchain platform where the goal is to ensure that this common blockchain platform at national level can serve as the platform for development and deployment of applications using blockchain as the key technology. We already have done a pilot and a proof of concept for blockchain in the domain of property registration in one state. We want to really advance the adoption of blockchain in various other domains of governance. We also have launched a national strategy on additive manufacturing. This also has been approved by METI in February this year, where the goal is to bring the industry and the academic and research community together onto this platform. We also want to encourage our startups to ensure that they can develop these advanced technologies and deploy them in various domains. METI is currently running more than 25 centers of excellence across the entire country in various emerging technologies, where the goal is to bring the startups and the entrepreneurs onto a common platform in collaboration with the industry and our academic and research organizations, and of course also with the government departments, so that they can understand this emerging domain and they can develop the latest technologies and deploy them in various areas. This is a very major initiative that METI had launched in the last 3 years. We also have set up a METI Startup Hub where more than 3,000 startups are now currently being supported. These startups are all focused on the technology based activities, applications in various domains. For example, the financial sector, the educational sector, the service delivery sector, and the new areas like IoT and 5G, Industry 4.0, etc., where the goal is to really bring the startups onto the most competitive level on par with the world's best, so that they can really succeed in their domain and make India competitive at the international level. We also have issued the National Data Governance and Policy Framework recently, where the goal is to bring a new policy framework for data sharing amongst various stakeholders. We already have the Open Government Data Platform, which is there in existence for more than 10 years now. Again, it's a METI initiative where all the government departments, they contribute data on the Open Government Data Platform to ensure that this data can be meaningfully used by the stakeholders, by our researchers, by our entrepreneurs to develop new applications for various domains. It's a very successful platform where more than 500,000 data sets have been shared so far by over 200 government departments, both at the central and state level. We wish to expand this initiative for data sharing and include more stakeholders where we can get contributions in our data sets from even the private sector and from other interested stakeholders, so that more number of data sets can be made available to the interested researchers and academicians and entrepreneurs and startups for developing the latest technologies. We also wish to provide curated data sets for ready-to-use facility by the startups and by our researchers in the domain of AI, where they can really draw meaningful insights from these data sets and develop advanced applications. We also are working on developing a national AI compute platform. This is called AIRWAT, AIRAWAT, where the goal is to develop advanced AI research algorithms and applications for use by our industry, by government departments, and also to allow students and researchers to use this very advanced platform for developing algorithms. So these are some of the major initiatives that METI has taken to really advance the country's capabilities in the domain of emerging technologies and use them for really advancing our capacities in various domains. One of the key areas of focus is to really ensure that various government departments are able to transform the way they interact with the stakeholders, that is citizens and businesses, and to transform the interface for delivering various government services. The second major goal of this entire initiative is to ensure that our industry can benefit from these technologies and ensure that they can really improve their competitiveness and they can become on par with the world's best. We also are working very actively with our researchers and academicians to ensure that they can contribute to this national vision of using emerging technologies for the country's development and for improving governance. The initiatives of METI, as I mentioned, are all within the overall vision of taking our digital economy to the level of at least $1 trillion in the next 4 to 5 years. And to achieve this vision, we are very actively collaborating with all the stakeholders. I mentioned about the collaboration with industry, with our academic and research organizations, with our startups and entrepreneurs. And we also want to ensure that in the domain of the startups, India can really move up the ladder even further. In the last couple of years, there have been very significant advancements made by India in really supporting and growing our startup ecosystem. Currently, we are ranked just behind the US and China in the startup domain, with over 100 startups which have become unicorns now in the last few years. We really wish to see this startup ecosystem growing even further to really become the world's best in the next 4 to 5 years. And in this endeavor, we would like to really seek the support of all the stakeholders, especially the participants in this event who are from industry and from academia and from research community. We would really like to invite your collaboration, your support in achieving this goal of $1 trillion digital economy, and also in ensuring that we can use, we means the nation, can use technology as a key driving force for achieving transformation in various domains. I would like to convey my best wishes for the deliberations in this event, and I would really convey my appreciation for the organizers for organizing this event. So let me conclude at this point, and I would really like to see more collaboration and more work happening together in the overall vision that we have set for the country in using technology for achieving the goal of transformation. Thank you very much.